every year Jenny the bloggess organizes this kind of December swap of her fans, and basically everybody that's able and willing will do something nice and kind for the people who are less fortunate. I am stuck in bed and there's not a lot that I can do because I'm really ill, but I have a couple of thoughts. I have a snake who's been living here for 27 years with me. I can make a sign with colored markers and take a picture of her with the sign, or I can write a nice letter and a card and send a little piece of snakeskin to, like, this kid. I live in a house. There's a giant metal chicken outside because Jenny is awesome and it has a Santa hat on. And this is me. I'm in bed most of the time. I probably leave this house maybe once a month, maybe. And I have a very, very old snake who lives with me. And you should recognize that's our favorite book. And we bought it and we read it together, and Jenny has that photograph. I have a bunch of different fountain pens. One of them's a calligraphy pen. I've never taken a calligraphy class, but I can do a sign like this and take a photograph. I can send you a picture of the sign, or I can write you a card with a piece of snakeskin. I am very good at taking pictures of Louise posing with books or with pieces of card to say, "Hi Jeff, happy birthday," or "Hi Dan Peraro, I love your books." Something like that. This is her posing in front of a book about snakes, and that's a stuffed wombat. Long story. Anyway, I'm good at taking pictures of Louise the Python looking pretty silly. There she is in her Santa hat, and one year I took this picture of her and her sister, and that became kind of viral. You can get both of those pictures off Flickr. Okay, here's the fine print. Look below for all the details. For free, I can take a photograph. I can do a little card with your name on it or somebody's name on it. I can take a photograph and I can email you the photograph, and I can do that for free. And that'll be great if I only have 10 people. If I have 1,000 people who suddenly want this, then we're going to have a problem. So if it's something that, if it becomes important, I'll change this video or say, look, I'm going to do photos for the people that paid me first. If you want me to do you a card and mail it, I've got the cards already, these little white note cards with my initials on them. I've got a whole box of them. I'm not sure I'm even going to be alive a month from now, so it would be great to use up these cards. I'm going to insert here a picture of my different color paper, and I'll think about what I would charge for things. You know, the card cost me like 50 cents, and the stamp costs 50 cents, so maybe $1 if you want a card mailed to you, or $2. If it has to go overseas, we need to talk about what that'll cost me. I'm not interested in making money here. I'm interested in doing something goofy and easy and cheap, and maybe just getting a card in the mail that's written to you with a stupid piece of snakeskin is just the kind of thing that would make you happy. It is something that I can do, and I know very well what it is like to be very much alone and very ill and feeling like no one misses you and no one will care. And I know I'm still capable of making people feel really happy for an hour just because they got a silly card in the mail with a piece of snakeskin. Or they can pull up Louise the Python videos and say, hey, I know that woman and that snake sent me a card, and how awesome is that? If you want to get in touch, write me a comment. I moderate all the comments and I don't publish them until I've seen them all. If you send me something that's private, I will not share it on YouTube with the entire world. Or you can send an email to louisepython@gmail.com. That'll reach me, and tell me what you want, and I'll set up a PayPal account for Louise, so you can just fire me $1 on PayPal, or I'll set up an Amazon account so you can buy me like a $1 gift certificate on Amazon. If you're overseas, I don't know about overseas postage. I'll have to look it up. I know it'll be more, but it's just going to be like the size of a Christmas card, in an envelope, so it shouldn't be enormously heavy and expensive. But email me and we'll figure it out. And I hope it makes you happy.